less than satisfactory. What the fuck are you doing, Austin? Oh my gosh, get over here.
Gotta get my diet right. Hello, my name's Austin. I'm also with Less Than Satisfactory.
Can I call myself Indy? Gosh.
I don't know.
Anyway. Yes, so, welcome back. And we've got a couple exciting things coming up tonight, and you want to explain what's coming up tonight? It's
Sure.
a really exciting episode.
Yeah, we actually have content this time.
Yeah.
I know, it's shocking. Usually it's just Breeze versus Brady.
I mean, Drew Brees sucks.
I know he doesn't.
Anyway, but yeah, we're gonna try and buck off of our Seinfeld show about nothing trend and actually do stuff on the show.
Yeah, so what we have planned for this evening is something that is all the rage these days, called a draft, where we are going to draft individuals for a battle royale style fight. But they have to be actual humans. They cannot be anyone from fiction, movie, cinema,
Yes,
I guess it's something.
literature.
Literature.
And they have to be dead.
Yeah.
That's our one specification. We're resurrecting people to fight to the death, I think.
Yeah. I think we discussed the cutoff was going to be about 2000. So everything from 2000 and before, they had to have died in that time.
But before we get to that, what's been going on? What you been up to this weekend, Austin?
Well, this weekend I'll have a wedding to go to later, but in the meantime...
Wait, are you getting married?
No.
No. I mean,
No.
I thought it was going to happen eventually. I mean,
why? Whatever. So we went go-karting tonight. That was pretty fun.
Yeah. Oh, I only got lapped once on one of my races. It was great. I had improved a bunch. It was great.
Yeah, you actually did pretty good, and you're welcome for lapping it, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I did pretty well. Me and a gentleman who will be on here in a few moments for the draft will...
He's waving at the camera, for the record.
Yeah, he's completely off screen right now, but trust me, you've seen him before. We had a nice battle for the fastest lap and even just winning the race in all stages. Because we did a couple races at a road course kind of track and then some at a slick track. Slick track I hurt my neck on though.
Yeah, my wrist hurts a lot.
Yeah.
I swear it's not because I've been jacking off.
Thanks so much. I don't know how I feel about you having the dog on your lap now.
Yeah.
You're disgusting.
I've heard worse.
Yeah. Have you? Are you sure?
I mean, no, I guess you're right. I haven't been called worse than disgusting.
Not yet, at least. Well, we're doing it now!
I'll get up there eventually.
Nope. Today.
Today? Okay.
Right. What do you think about that, Indy?
I mean,
this is Indy.
Yes, this is my dog. He's the best.
Yeah. He refused to leave.
Or maybe I refuse to let him leave because he's the best.
That is also a possibility. Just like the possibility of a delicious beverage from the Dollar General.
Oh, we're in the ad break. Ooh, Dollar General.
It's not actually an ad break, it's just a free cup I got for going to the opening of the Jamestown Dollar General. Which, if any of you around, the Indiana area know, Dollar General is slowly taking over the world, one small city at a time.
I mean, it's okay, you know what pisses me off the most about Dollar General?
What pisses you the most off? Are we about to start one of your rants?
I mean, it can be a bit of a mini rant. It's just, I mean, it's not all $1. It's a lie.
Are you sure?
Also, they don't sell like any military items, so how can you call it a general of anything? So is it like, are they the military of the dollar? Because I'm so confused. Nothing about it is dollar or really all that general.
Well, I feel like whenever it started, things were actually about $1 back then. But you see, there's this crazy thing called inflation.
Inflation. I mean, no. Inflation,
it's not just a fetish, it's also a thing that happens to money.
Oh, ooh.
What?
Okay, no, I've never seen that kind of porn, but I definitely heard of it. But no, inflation is just a conspiracy that's made up to make you think that your money is worth less than it already is, but in actuality, paper money is worth nothing.
It's because it's paper.
No, well, but it's not backed by the gold standard, my friends.
As opposed to actual coins and gold that are, right?
Well, no. I mean, the monetary policy used to have, so like all of the money in circulation had the same, the government had the same amount of gold locked away somewhere to ensure its value.
Mm-hmm.
But then we went to fiat currency. So we have fake money. So inflation is fake.
Now fiat currency is...
Therefore, Dollar General should sell everything for $1. That's what I'm getting at.
Oh, well, I mean, that would be nice because, you know, they're everywhere, so, you know, I would appreciate that.
I mean, they should be able to afford it by now.
But with the fiat situation, does that have to do with Chrysler fiat, or is that a completely separate thing?
Yeah, so actually, so what fiat currency means is that all of our money, instead of being backed up by gold like it used to be, is backed up by Dodge Challengers.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that's a good way to do it. I'm glad that we took that away from anything political because we were just getting really close.
What are you talking about? It's just what? So like $1 is worth like I think 0.5% of a Dodge Challenger. I think is the way that it works out.
I'm sorry, the audience over there appears to say no.
No?
No.
I think that's what the dollar is currently. But I mean, you've never heard of the Dodge Charger Index?
I can't say that I have. No.
No. Well, it's just sort of a way of showing the strength of the dollar around the world because the dollar, of course, is backed up by the Dodge Challenger.
Why? Why did you have to go to the Challenger?
I don't know. It's my favorite Chrysler.
Oh, is it so?
I mean, can you think of a better Chrysler / Fiat car?
Hemi-Cuda.
What?
Hemi-Cuda.
That's not a real car. Lies.
It was a real car. I don't remember what brand it was, but it was real.
Well, it's not a Chrysler then.
I'll look it up on the break.
And so, I mean, like, okay, you could say maybe the Corvette, but the Corvette sucks.
That's not a Chrysler.
It's not? Okay.
That's Chevy, you idiot.
Oh, Chevy, Chrysler, they're all one big company, aren't they?
No, they're not.
I mean, in the end, doesn't the capitalist stooge control everything?
Partially, but that's beside the point. They're two different brands of car.
I mean, you know, what is a brand? A brand is nothing.
A brand is everything. Alright, well, as the dog has decided it's heading out, I think this is a good time for a short commercial break, and we'll be right back with our next person.
Hi, it's your friendly neighborhood farmer here, Ethan, representing the Less Than Satisfactory podcast. And if you want to grow your lamps, then come check out Less Than Satisfactory on the YouTube. So you can like and subscribe to keep up to date. And if you want to stay really up to date, you can like us on Facebook. And just want you to know, about every other week we're going to try and come out with a new podcast. And I want you to be there. Oh, God. Oh.
And we're back! I got raisins now. But as we are back from our break, it is time for the draft. You know what that means, though. We have to bring in our guest for this evening. His name is Morgan.
Oh, there, jeez.
He already screwed up his intro.
Okay. Well, it's just, we definitely all fit here. I'm not bad.
Actually, yeah, I got lots of room.
I am bad.
I lost my pen.
Well, here you go.
Thanks.
Is that your pen? I might have stolen it.
It's a very good
No,
possibility.
that's my pen.
No, that's your pen.
Great.
Alright, well this is going
Find it
wonderfully.
later.
It's the best content.
Yeah, so time for the draft. For those of you who don't remember, Morgan was with us last season for one episode. He was also the cameraman for one episode, and this episode for the first part. because we can't afford an actual one.
All
we
things
put
I
Indy
have
behind.
done.
Yes, we
What's
put
that?
Indy behind the camera for now.
Oh yeah, Indy's hanging back there. Do you have
He's a
anything to
better
say?
cameraman than I ever was.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he is prettier.
it's hard to argue with that.
I mean, he's a dog. You gotta love it.
But the draft. So
Draft.
we have the historical battle royale.
We sure do.
How do
We've
we
gone
decide
on-
who goes first?
Yes, we need to decide who goes first. Well,
Austin, pick a number 1 through 3.
no. I mean, we could always go through the classic who pooped last.
What? Yeah, about that.
Did you poop right before coming over here?
No.
Oh.
Oh, then I have you beat.
Okay, well then we're good. Morgan's going first.
Yes, there we go. The guest goes first. I think that's perfectly.
that-
That's
boy.
good.
Well, I don't know if I'm stealing anything from anybody, but my first choice is going to be Andre the Giant. Yep.
No!
Yep.
No!
I had a feeling that might be the case.
No! My draft is
Died
over.
in '97, so this one goes through. I taken the powerhouse off the bat.
That's a solid pick.
Yes.
I respect that heavily.
Yes.
Especially because I
I'm
love
really happy I went first all of a sudden. I don't know why. Glad I picked that one first too. Well, Ethan, I think it's your turn after that.
I don't even know. That was my first pick. I don't have a plan.
Would you like to make a trade?
No, I can't.
Trade down as a draft.
There are no
There are no
trades.
trades. I will take my lumps and stall while I think. I mean, okay, I'm gonna go for the obvious one. He's got to be a ferocious lawyer. Lawyer.
Ferocious lawyer. Oh no, he got us.
That could potentially be dangerous. I am
picked
certain.
Michael Cohen. No. No, I'm gonna go with for my first pick in the draft. I feel like it's a pretty obvious choice. I'm gonna go with Genghis Khan.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Because at the very least, he can fuck his way off the battlefield.
Alright, so everyone's gotten screwed so far.
Not me.
Because that was
Yeah.
who I was waiting to choose.
Oh, okay.
But because you took him already, I'll go ahead and choose the person I was planning on doing second, which his name is a little difficult to pronounce, so I'll go ahead and make an effort here. It is Simo Haya. I wrote it down right here. It's spelled S-I-M-O.
And what did Simo Haya do?
He was called the White Death during World War II. He was that Swedish sniper, or Finnish, one of the two. I can't remember which, but he literally just shot down people as they would come to him. He killed like 50-something people by himself.
Although I'm not sure how big this arena is.
Yeah, I don't know how a
we'll
sniper's
see.
gonna work out in an arena.
Well, you see, I'm taking him for the tactical.
Tactics.
Oh, okay.
Because he was one man and he took on that many people.
I mean,
And won.
Genghis Khan has got the tactics covered for me,
Well,
I think.
I couldn't pick him again. Thank you.
But because you are the last in the draft, you do get a second pick.
That is correct.
So,
That is something I did not think about because I was really banking on getting Genghis Khan and this dude. So, ugh.
these are all like, I mean, there's
There's a lot of
there's a lot of dead
options
people in the world.
There is,
If you think about it,
They're
There's
really
more-
in the world.
there's more dead people than there are live people.
Unless we're all reincarnated from those dead people.
You guys are getting real deep over there, so I'm just gonna.
We're just killing time.
Yeah, it's because I
It's
suck.
killing time. It's killing me.
There's so many picks. I wish I could discuss with you. Like, what are you thinking about? Like, I mean,
I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of thinking about Andrew Jackson,
Andrew.
just because of his
Jackson?
dueling ability.
I mean,
Going hardcore on guns, aren't you?
I'm
yeah.
really banking on the gun. Here.
I would just gone with Alexander Gatling or whatever the crap his name would
Oh,
be.
the Gatling gun creator.
Hell yeah.
Well, I could just go with the guy who made Remington too.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Guns are
Did you say it's whatever?
Guns are lame.
Yep.
All right, fine. I'll change my answer.
Oh.
I'm not going with any of those gun people then.
Are we making a quick rule in the draft that no guns?
No, because I already got it.
No, it's too
Oh,
late
yeah,
for
that's
that.
right. Yeah.
You get swords, Genghis gets swords.
Yeah,
and
so-
bows.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
don't
all
even care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this being the case,
And horses. You get the horse.
Um,
Genghis gets the horse.
I'm gonna go ahead and draft someone who has the mindset.
Okay.
I thought you already drafted your tactics.
Well, I'm going double tactics.
Okay.
All in on tactics!
Brains over brawn.
Well, not necessarily, because I believe this individual did have a wrestling background as well.
Ooh.
Like actual wrestling, not steel chair to the back of the head
Hulk
wrestling.
Hogan's not dead.
No, he's not, but Mr. Lincoln is.
Oh, okay.
Abraham Lincoln!
Okay.
I think he was a boxer in college,
He was?
too.
No, wrestler, I think.
No, he boxed too.
Oh, he boxed as well?
I was
Wow.
Wow.
thinking so, but
I know he didn't really win anything major for boxing, but he did for wrestling. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that for hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, it's Lincoln. You gotta love him.
Yeah, okay. At least you'll be eloquent when all of your people die in the ring.
Well, I can also look up my third person.
Alright.
Because I need to see what his name is. Go ahead.
So, for my
that's how
next
this game works.
for my next pick, I'm gonna go with probably one of the more resilient humans in history. I'm gonna go with the legendary Japanese general Benki.
Ooh.
Yes. For those of you who don't know, he was a warrior monk of sorts, just also a general, famous Japanese warrior who, in his death, he faced down a 300-man army alone, but all of the men were so scared of his fighting prowess that they would not come in close, so they had to shoot him with arrows, and they had to shoot him with so many arrows, he basically just died standing with just hundreds of arrows sticking out of him.
Way too many. Yeah.
Yes.
How?
Yeah, he was incredible. Almost, yeah, it's almost unbelievable. But
He
yeah,
managed to scare him off that much, but down. Yeah,
yeah, he's a fierce warrior.
that's a good choice. All right. Well,
You get 2 picks now.
I do get 2 picks, and unlike some people, I have mine prepared. My first is going to be Alexander the Great. That's my tactics.
Oof,
Damn,
Yeah.
that was good.
Yeah.
that was gonna be my next pick. I didn't want you. I didn't know if you knew about Benki, so I didn't want you. To
I
take-
definitely hadn't considered him, but I have heard of him.
Yeah.
I feel like there's probably a lot I'm still overlooking, but my last choice is going to be Teddy Roosevelt, the ultimate cowboy.
See.
What?
I mean, that's your choice.
He's a
but
bit of a bungle, but I think his rough and ruddy cowboyness is going to get him through this fight.
I don't deny that he was an excellent fighter. It's just he was famously plagued by health problems throughout his life.
Well, we're picking him in their prime, which would mean that he would not be having his health problems.
Okay, but he.
By your rules,
He's
right?
definitely not a better horseman than Genghis Khan.
He's got pistols, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Can't be worse than my picks.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with it.
So my pick, I'm gonna be honest, I don't have anything lined up right now. But
Oh, actually, there's one I should go with.
yes. Who would I pick? Well, y'all are picking crazy generals, and that makes me want to get in on it. I already have Genghis Khan.
You already got 2 crazy generals. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, but I could have more. More.
I mean, you're just putting all this general stuff on us, and that's just not a thing, necessarily.
But
Shit, he's still
so many choices. He's been
Jeremy
19
Hill!
years. You wanted to have
How
died
dare
19 years ago. At least. Dang it. Now I'm still gonna pick.
No.
I was tempted to go with Goliath because I wanted somebody big.
That's an option.
Yeah.
But you don't know if he's as big as Andre.
Yeah, I don't. But I'm just gonna do it. I think I'm gonna go with Vlad the Impaler.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was pretty smart and pretty bloodthirsty. I think he would do really well in a battle royale.
And we can't prove he wasn't actually a vampire, so...
I mean, I've never
maybe
seen a vampire.
he shows up and he's a vampire.
I don't know if they exist. Maybe they do.
I've never not
Yeah,
seen
possibly.
a vampire necessarily, I don't know.
Yeah. So, that leaves it to you for your last pick.
Well, as we're about to approach our ad break, I'll make this short and sweet. I have no idea who to pick at all. So, just because, fuck it. I like wrestling, and I want someone taller than Andre, so...
There's someone taller than Andre?
I'm going...
terrified.
I'm going with the Great Khali. If you've ever seen the movie Get Smart, he's in it.
Oh, come on.
Yep. That is my selection.
Wait, that came out after 2000.
No.
Oh wait, he's not dead. Damn it.
You son of a bitch!
Shit. Fuck it. I don't know. Blackbeard, is that an option?
Yeah?
Yeah, okay.
Fuck it, we'll go with Blackbeard. I forgot about the dead part.
Can you justify that?
No.
Alright, so welcome back.
I found my pen.
You were gone?
Yeah, it was a sponsorship ad.
Yeah, we totally have
'Cause we-
sponsors.
Sponsors,
Yes.
yeah.
Those people who give us money for things.
We're trying, okay?
Anyway, so I think to start us off after this ad break, we should probably recap our draft picks, starting with Morgan.
I had Andre the Giant, Alexander the Great. I know, I stole that one. I definitely took that one for the best.
We don't even know if
And-
Andre the Giant has killed anyone, but
He can outdrink you, how's that?
Definitely could, potentially, yeah.
yeah, he definitely could.
And Teddy Roosevelt was my third pick.
Those are solid though.
And I don't know about Teddy Roosevelt.
I've
But
been the ultimate cowboy.
I'm gonna go with. I went with the terrifying and also very sex addicted Genghis Khan, and also the equally terrifying. I don't know about sex. Benki, famous Japanese general.
You
Warrior.
don't know about sex at all?
I don't know what he did. Maybe,
What is the sex?
I don't. Yeah.
Sex a thing?
I don't know. Anyway, my last pick, because I ran out of ideas, was Vlad the Impaler, who might be a vampire, hopefully.
Speaking of running out of ideas, let's talk about mine.
You ran out of ideas before you picked anything.
Yeah, so I chose the only logical one, which was the guy from Sweden or Finland, I'm still not sure. The Simo Haya.
Yeah.
So that one was okay.
You'd think you would have taken the break to look that up.
That would require effort. Anyway, my second pick.
I don't know. This is you.
Oh, I chose Honest Abe. That's who it was.
Honest Abe.
Yeah, because that was a solid choice.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, if there's hand fisticuffs, he's gonna beat you.
He won't
Hey,
get
hey,
Except unless it's Andre.
He was strong enough to fight in the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny, so don't count.
I thought we weren't including fiction.
Hey, it's canon.
Shaquille O'Neal was there, so
Oh, I should have gone with Shaq.
he's not dead.
Oh,
What the fuck?
I forget
Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
He's like super alive.
Yeah.
So when he retired, that he didn't go to a farm upstate. He just actually retired and continued living.
I know. Okay.
Could have fooled us.
So
And your last pick,
was
He
Blackbeard.
retired before 2000.
so this is the question that needs answered. Does Blackbeard get his ship?
I mean, yes, no, not.
You said yes first.
Well,
Why
no.
not? Because Genghis gets his horse, everybody gets their equipment.
I mean, if I get the ship, I've got at least a sliver of a chance now.
Well, I think that might be the arena. I think that makes a lot of sense.
I don't think so. How are people gonna watch a ship in the middle of the ocean? I want to be able to watch this battle royale, and I don't want to be on the ship.
I mean,
I mean, I could pull it up to the
No.
beach and start shooting you. How's
I want
that?
to smell the blood in the guts.
You monster.
I want to see the veins in their teeth.
So I will be honest with you,
Crow's nest.
I did look up somebody, you know, while you guys were picking the last round.
I will give it to you for now.
Fortunately, but unfortunately for the draft purposes, he's still alive and kicking. I'm happy that he's alive. I'm very proud because he did some.
Sure.
This person did some really cool things.
Yeah, you really admired him, knowing that he was alive.
Well, it's because I remember what his car is called. It's called the Ghost Car. It was a 1979 Chevy Camaro. He literally souped it up with tank armor and drove it through Bosnia when they were having a civil war and was delivering aid to other people. But I figured that would be a very nice thing to, you know.
Who was this?
His name was, let's look it up. Something with an H and his last name was Meyer.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't pronounce the first part of it.
But he's not dead. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
Congratulations to him.
We're just giving him a shout out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I'm a horrible person. Okay.
Well, I do think there were some picks that we missed.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I thought of one actually.
What's that? Who
But
is that?
he's definitely dead.
Oh, I'm so sad.
The dude from the 300 movie.
Oh.
Oh, Leonidas.
Yeah.
That would have been a solid pick.
It had been better than someone else.
Achilles, for that matter. He was based on a real person, so like just
No,
like
they don't know that at all.
maybe.
There is no
Maybe.
evidence that there's a real Achilles.
I don't know. That wasn't one of my thoughts though. I was definitely thinking some like crazy scientist like Leonardo da Vinci.
Oh,
Well,
yes.
or someone who's just psychotic. Stalin.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It'll put you in the gulag.
H.H. Holmes, for that matter.
Oh.
I bet you can wield a knife.
Yeah. I mean, you could also choose a variety of serial killers if that's the
Ooh,
case.
yeah, Jack the Ripper was totally I mean, I guess does that count? Because no one we don't know who Jack the Ripper was.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
his legend's still around, so I guess that would still kind of count.
It's kind of the same thing as Achilles.
But we are missing several key historical figures from the British Isles, such as William the Conqueror for one. He was a brilliant commander.
Would King Arthur have counted?
That's the same thing as Achilles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Questionable historical record for that guy.
Well, who else were you
Um,
thinking?
I had one-
Who's the guy that Braveheart is about?
Oh shit. I don't remember.
But yeah, he would have been a great choice. Ooh, Joan of Arc.
I had considered her.
Yeah, I don't know.
Another thought I had was Cleopatra. A very powerful, strong female character who I think could have potentially commanded a lot of the men in this scenario down.
Maybe,
She did wield her army very well.
but we weren't including her in this.
Right,
for
we
the
were
purposes
not.
of the draft. Unfortunately, I just don't know how she would stack up against Andre the Giant.
That would be a bit of a
She
mismatch.
wouldn't have to. She'd be working with him.
That's true. But then there's also Genghis Khan.
Yeah.
Who's just
Do you think
going to
that
pillage her.
Genghis Khan, the proliferate and sex-craved man that he seems to be, would just be willing to just suddenly kill Cleopatra?
I mean, if she was trying to kill him, I'm sure that he murdered his fair share of female persons in his lifetime. He murdered a lot of people.
He may have done some terrible things beforehand. But
Yeah. I'm not picking him because he's a moral, upstanding character.
that is the complete opposite reason why you're picking him.
But yeah. There's just so many that we probably missed. And yeah, I'm ashamed of myself for missing all of them.
I'm just ashamed of myself in general. So.
The last American that I had still considered was Dwight D. Eisenhower.
He kept popping up in my
Yeah.
head, but at the same time, I'm like, I already drafted Lincoln. So,
You got your president covered.
yeah.
American though? Ooh. Is it Joe Jackson? The first black heavyweight fighter? I think that's his name. I could be wrong.
I'm not sure.
He's
I'm
like the
not very
first black
familiar with
heavyweight champion, and he was a certifiable badass. I don't even know if he was defeated. I could be wrong.
On that note, Creek, do you want to try and pick Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
But he's alive.
Are you sure?
Oh, I didn't realize that was part of the rules. My bad.
Right.
My bad.
I watched his animated series, okay? I know he's alive. But I did consider, I don't know when he passed, but Muhammad Ali?
I think he passed after 2000.
I had thought about him too. I just wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Ooh, that'll have to be a discussion for another time. Greatest boxing legends.
Well, I only know like 6 boxers, so it's not gonna be much of a talk.
Do anime boxers count? Because Ippo.
There's Joe.
No.
And here's where I
I'm
exit
still
because
pissed
they
about
talk
the
about
anime.
anime.
Hey, come on, man! It's culture.
It is, but I just don't know a whole lot about it. I know like 3 anime, and one of them's Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh,
And the other one's Space Dandy.
oh, Pokemon.
I never really got into Pokemon.
Well, you know it though.
Yeah, I know it, yeah.
You've watched an episode of Pokemon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have seen an episode, yes.
I always considered it a cartoon, personally.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
I mean, it's an anime.
Yeah, technically.
It's definitely in that style, and was made in Japan. I think that's sort of the definitions for anime.
Yeah, I
You know what this?
just can't call it that in my head.
You know what this sounds like? The topic for the next podcast,
Yes, that is true.
which will be our next episode because it's time to end. Thank you for joining us. Tom Brady is a hack. Thank you for joining us.
You probably.
And thank you, Morgan. Perhaps we'll see you on the next one.